Hello, my name is Sam Froese, and here is my infographic speech. In this infographic, I will be reviewing the general introduction for the rhetorical tradition and chapter 25 of the Thank You for Arguing to Give a Persuasive Talk. Both have a lot of similarities, so let's dive right in. The first aspect that I want to talk about is invention, which is discovering really what you want to say in your speech. Invention is the heart of persuasion. It's the search for a persuasive way to present your information and to formulate it into an argument. You really want to be asking yourself, what do I want and what is the end result? And as you're doing this, you kind of want to understand your audience and any opposition that you may experience. You want to think through the current subject matter, kind of discern any of the key ideas, and anticipate any counter arguments that you may experience. And as you're doing this, you want to appeal to the three base aspects of ethos, logos, and pathos. All three of these should be active in your invention stages. Logic, credibility, and emotion really help craft the case for your persuasion. And as you're doing this, these logical techniques are super helpful. You're able to kind of compare and contrast, cause and effect, and even use puns and wordplay while you're appealing to these. As you're working through this, you also want to understand that you are practically demonstrating real truth. As Christians, we believe that we have the unique ability to speak truth with confidence, and your speeches, you should have that in mind. So speak confidently. The second aspect that I want to talk about is arrangement, which is you really want to organize what you want to say. You can either kind of compare Cicero's six-part structure of introduction, narration, division, proof, refutation, and conclusion as one potential structure, or use Aristotle's simpler structure of four, which is introduction, statement of issue, argument, and conclusion. As you're crafting your speech, you can kind of choose which one of these that you want best. Sometimes one is more powerful than the other depending on what situation you're in. And as you're doing this, you want to kind of tailor your speech around both ethos, logos, and pathos. Both of these speakers, Cicero and Aristotle, were masters at intertwining these three aspects within their arguments. And as you're doing this, you kind of want to ask yourself, what is the best order to persuade in your argument? You want to arrange your argument to maximize both impact and flow. And as you're kind of continuing to build up, don't forget to toss in some humor. That really helps build a connection with your audience. It kind of eases tensions and kind of keeps your audience engaged in what you're saying. The third aspect that I want to talk about is style. Practically just how you say it, how you say your speech. You want to kind of master the five virtues of style that Cicero offers, which is kind of proper language, clarity, vividness, and decorum, and ornament as well. In this, as you're styling your persuasion or arguments, it's all about really kind of expression, not just the content that you say. Consider not what you say, but how you say it is really important. And as you're continuing to do that, you kind of want to use kind of figures of speeches or tropes for different impacts. You can employ metaphors, analogies, rhetorical devices to plant your speech in the minds of the audience. And as you're crafting and working through different styles, you want to make sure that you're fitting your language to your audience and the occasion. Speak clearly, behave appropriately, and aim for memorable phrasings, and you'll always impact and land for your speeches. The fourth aspect that I want to talk about is memory, which in my opinion is the hardest. You want to help try and retain your speech well in your mind. Memory really is the bridge between knowledge and rhetoric. For in the ancient times, they were able to kind of create memory villas and organize their minds and their speeches in their own heads without any need of visual aids. I don't know how. It's just amazing what they were able to do. Obviously, I'm not very well versed in that, so I have two other opportunities that I use. I use kind of mnemonics and visualization techniques. So try and link ideas to vivid images or structures potentially to enhance your recall. Or use modern aids like PowerPoint or even your notes. The poets were able to kind of rhyme everything. I don't really suggest doing that for all of your speeches, but maybe toss in a few of your rhymes to see if your audience catches it. And as for the PowerPoints in modern day, use those tools wisely. Make sure they don't detract from your speech. However, you can use them very well and create the theater of the mind, which is super helpful in keeping your audience focused. Fifth and the final aspect is delivery, which is how you present your speech. Delivery is all about performance. You want to use your voice, you want to use your facial expressions and your gestures, really all within your delivery. Each of those aspects help focus and kind of heighten some of the things that you say. And even more so, your eyes, if you are able to make eye contact, even for one person, that really can cement that message in their mind. Finally, you kind of want to continue to focus on vocal control and body language. You don't want to wiggle around, but stay focused and secure. You want to make sure that you compose yourself well, speak with volume and stability and flexibility, and understand that your delivery is all about credibility, emotion, and clarity. Finally, through delivery really gives rhetoric its power in the world. You can hear such great speeches with power behind them because of those deliveries. It's not just an art. It can be applied to civic, political, or even spiritual aspects. And I think that's all of it. So really, if you want to master rhetoric, focus on invention, arrangement, style, memory, and delivery. And through that, you will surprise the crowds. Thank you.